about the top 5 mods for the Ecoboost Mustang. Now, I'm gonna order these in what I think are the most important to least important out of these 5 mods. This is my opinion, so yours may differ. Number 1, we're gonna go with spark plugs. Now, the stock spark plugs are okay for stock applications, but they can still be improved on. I run the Denso ITV 22s pre-gap from Tune Plus. I'm not 100% sure on the gap, but he does them in-house, so I know they're gapped correctly. I have checked the gap before. And he also sells the NGK 6510s pre-gapped as well. I think they're 40 bucks, 45 bucks pre-gap from him. Before the plugs, my ignition corrections would be insane. So it made a world of difference with my car. The car ran better, pulled harder. Awesome, awesome mod. Definitely one of the first mods you should do. Second is a catch can. I run the UPR dual valve catch can. I also hear Tune Pluses is another good catch can setup. Now, mine ran about $250 if I'm not mistaken, and basically what it's going to do is it's going to keep oil out of your intake manifold, out of your engine. Basically, your PCV is sucking oil back into your intake manifold is what it does, and this is going to catch that and keep that from going back into your intake manifold. And basically, number 1, diluting octane. Number 2, since this is direct injection, I believe what's going to happen is that's going to add to the carbon buildup in the engine, which is a big problem in direct injection engines. So overall, it's a great mod. Definitely one of the first mods. Again, definitely recommended. Number 3, I'm gonna go with a decent front mount intercooler. Now, I'm not talking like a Mishimoto or some little tiny stock replacement, because a lot of those I hear not so great things about, that they're not really much better than the stock intercooler. Now, the stock intercooler is basically worthless. You do one pull and it's just heat soaked. Your car's heat soaked. You can tell the difference in power from one pull to the other on the stock intercooler. I have the Levels Street Core intercooler, and I can basically do back to back pulls and really can't even feel any difference in power. It just makes a world of difference when it comes to keeping consistent power. My charge temps, when it's decent outside and not, 110 outside, my charge temps will stay about 5 above ambient temperature when I do a wide open throttle pull. When it's hot outside, obviously it's going to be harder, but usually at cruising right now, it is 89 outside. My charge temps are at, it looks like 99. So it's keeping about 10 degrees above ambient temperature while cruising. Now, if I get on it a little bit, they immediately drop down to like 93 right there. And that was just a short little burst. So it's a great product. I think it retails for $570 for the Street Core, and I think it's $670 for the Race Core, which is bigger. But once again, great product. Definitely recommend if you're going to be modifying your car. 4, Tune. As you can probably tell, I run Tune Plus tunes. I'm kind of biased, but the stock Tune is less than okay. The stock Tune has major ignition corrections. Just stock on 93. It has some pretty good ignition corrections. It's really odd for a stock car, but it's pulling like -2, -3, while on my 93 Tune Plus, it's usually no more than -0.5. So just for the safety of the motor and the safety of the tune, I mean, it's no argument that a Pro Tune is going to be the best option. Now, that being said, if you want to make good power, you're going to need a tune. If you want to modify your car more than some spark plugs and a catch can, you're going to need a tune. There are plenty of tuners out there. There's Lund, Tune Plus, Unleashed, I think Purple Drank does tuning for these cars, Brew City Boost, all kinds of stuff. And it depends what kind of tuning device you want. They have the Access Port and the SCT. Certain tuners only use certain tuning devices. I use the Access Port with Tune Plus. Great company, like I said before. Adam's great. Haven't had any issues with the tune. I'm running E30 right now, which is a world of difference over 93. Usually people say it runs about 40 horsepower higher than 93 octane. It's a pretty big difference. But number 4, best bang for your buck mod on the Ecoboost. Way to get a lot of power out of the Ecoboost for not that much money. A tune, reliable tune. Don't be going and getting a off-the-shelf Cobb tune or something and expecting it to be a crazy difference. You need a pro tune from one of the big tuners. And number 5, I don't personally have this mod, but I've heard great things about it from just about everybody I have met that has it. A wastegate actuator. This is one of the next mods on my list. Now, from what I understand, what this does is it is going to hold boost better in the higher RPMs. Now, don't quote me on this because I haven't looked a whole lot into it. I just know what I've been told from the people running it. So basically what it does is it has different springs, different whatever I'm gonna buy the one from Tune Plus, and he has his own setup wastegate actuator. So it has whatever specific springs he wants in it. And basically it's just gonna hold boost better in the higher RPMs. And my logs, I believe the last time I checked my logs, it would drop down and hold like 22 PSI in the upper RPMs. So supposedly this is supposed to help you hold like 23, maybe 23 and a half, 24, maybe. So basically that's how it's supposed to work. It's, I guess, a good mid to top range bump in power. And everybody at the drag strip that's running one, same mods as me, is running about 2 miles per hour faster than me. So that's kind of saying something. 2 mile per hour bump, even 1 mile per hour bump with a wastegate actuator, $140 wastegate actuator. That's a no-brainer for me. So that is my top 5 mods. Once again, these are my opinion, so yours may differ. Have a good one.